If you are wondering how I'm building this tree so fast, I'm here to tell you I'm not fast at all. That's why this episode has been quite in the works and I haven't uploaded in such a long while, because I've just been slowly placing down blocks and going back and forth and climbing back up on this tall tree. And I'm gonna tell you, I wanted to build it bigger at first, but then I realized how difficult it is because we don't have anything to fly with to get back up here. The crouch is a little bit broken, so like I can't properly go back and forth the entire time. I keep falling down, keep dying. My tools keep breaking because of the fact that I keep dying. It's been quite the grind, but like I said in the last episode, I really wanted to make a statement that I'm here to stay when playing Hytale. I do think this game has so much potential, especially for the stuff that I really like to do in these voxel type of games. In the process of doing that, I also discovered that I am not able to craft like branches or the tree trunks and stuff like that in like full logs yet. I do assume that they will be adding that eventually into this game, but as of right now, there is no real option of making custom trees look fully flushed out. So for now, we're placing it all upwards, and I am going to be using some different colored logs to use shading, but for now we are just getting the shape in because the shape is already more than difficult enough to get right. And then once the shape is in, I need to start grinding for more leaves, because leaves is not easy to get in this game so far. This is the logs that I've kind of separated for. This was full with oak logs, and I have some ash and some beech in order to shade it a little bit. But in that same time it took me to get these two double chests, I think I got this amount of leaves, which I guess is quite a lot, but for the size of this tree that I'm building, it's not going to be enough unless I cheat my way through it and only do the outsides and not fill the leaves in so it's fully fleshed out. But right now, the shape of the tree is kind of looking okay. I've been using this little noggin here to go back and look it from an angle, and so far I do like that I'm going on a little curve. I do want to make this one curve a little bit more downwards and these ones a little bit more upwards and have a couple more side branches on the bottom. I do kind of originally wanted to make this bigger and put like the Great Deku Tree face on it, but that would make this tree a little bit too fat, and so now I don't know if I still want to do that. The bottom here looks like a giant blob of trees. If you look at from a side angle, you'll see that actually it has some 3D depth to it. We're going to try to accentuate that by using the different textures of logs to signify that depth with like highlights and shadows. For now, it's going to stay like this. I do like this angle for now. You can see all the different branches going off. So I don't know what we're going to be doing with this yet. The tree inside here is also just an empty husk. It's not filled in. So we could probably make like a little tree house in here if we want to, but that's all still up for debate. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. For now, I am going to continue shaping this, and then I'm going to cut back with you guys and see what we're going to be doing else in this episode, because I haven't really decided yet what we're going to do with this episode besides building a tree. Okie dokie, I am here in our basement where all our workbenches are, and I've dug out a new room in here to kind of hide our alchemist workbench and our arcanist workbench. So I'm kind of curious to see. Oh yeah, and I also hid another workbench here because, you know, sometimes you just want to craft the basics. Yeah, here we got the teleporters that we kind of wanted to unlock for a while now. And as you can see, we already have some azure kelp and some azure logs, and any stone we have enough of. So technically we can craft 2 of them. And I kind of want to craft 2 of these because I want to make a teleporter to the desert and a teleporter to the ice biome. So we at least... Oh, you craft 2? Oh, yeah, of course. I need to, like, have 4 of these. 1 for each place. So I wanted to... How big are these? Are these, like, 4 blocks wide? Oh, I think I might have miscalculated. These are 3 blocks wide. Well then, I made a room where I could put the teleporters down, but you need one for the starting end and one for the outer end, I suppose, and then you can link them up. Yeah. Okay, let me make this room a little bit more wider. So if you ever wonder what's going through my mind when I'm building, it's all this thought. Like, all these thoughts, all at once. Never a calm moment in my head. I wish I was a lot more calm, but hey man, the ADHD is strong in this one. Alright, look here. Blonk. Hello. Blonk. And now I need not basalt slabs, but 2 of these. And then we can just make it. Yeah, that'll work. We could technically make it maybe a little bit more realistic if we crafted like a couple more and just dotted some of these like around. I keep forgetting that this game has vertical slabs. Like that, and then like that. Yeah, that way it gives some like texture to our roof here in the bottom. Yeah. Alright, so let's place down one here and one here. Bada bing, bada boom. We got our 2 teleporters set up. Now we need to have their brothers and sisters connected. So that means that I'm going to have to travel back towards the desert to do this. But let's see. So this name is going to be called Home. Oh, no, wait. Does that mean we can link up? Oh, hold up. Yeah. So, I can link up multiple to home. Can I not? But then again, this one would take me to somewhere, and then the other one... Oh, my brain's melting. This is Portal all over again. Okay, no. We're gonna just name this one Desert. There you go. Desert, let's say Desert... No. I have a way of naming these. I'm gonna call this Home to Desert. There you go. And I'm gonna name this one Home to Ice, I guess. There you go. Blonk blonk. Yes. And then the other ones we're gonna name the other way around. So now I'm gonna have to go to the desert. And this one in the desert goes back to home. So if I now walk back into this one, we're in our basement. Great. So now we go from here to here, and we're gonna call this one Ice to Home. There we go. Whoops, my keyboard is making the weird stuff happen. There we go. Then link that back up to home. Boom. And just like that, if we go back through here... Oh, whoops. If I walk back through here... Ta-da! We're back home. So yeah, now we can basically just go anywhere we want. Why are these, like, disabled? Is this one not enabled yet? Home to desert, right? And then desert to home. Boom. And then this one. Oh, wait. Are they too close to each other? Boom. And then this one stays to... Yeah, there you go. Like that. That way this should work, right? This one brings us here. Ooh, look how moody it is. And then this one brings us back. Oh. And then this one brings us to the desert. Yeah, hello. And this one brings us back. Yes. Okay, cool. Dope. And I'm just gonna decorate this more fully. And then here we can just place some chests here. Just like that. Looks a little different. I like it. So in between takes, I have been building the tree, and I was figuring out if I could start placing down some leaves. And I just discovered something that's going to give me a lot of trouble building this tree. I am going to quickly make a chest, put down my gear in here, but I'm already convinced that, yeah, I'm screwed. I am screwed. There is no way that I am surviving this. But I think I actually cannot stand on leaves. Nope. I'm dead. Oh, this is gonna make it so much more harder. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, guys, this just keeps getting worse. I'm running into bumps where some of the technology in this game is rubbing me the wrong way because I didn't expect them to work that way. Yeah, one of the things is that I discovered is that leaf blocks themselves are transparent, so meaning that I cannot stand on those blocks. So having to place them midair is going to be a pain in the butt. Then also attached to that is the fact that if I have a bunch of leaf blocks, and let's say I want to place one on the side here or something, or like here, in order to do that, I would need to place a block on the side of this leaf block. So let's say if I want to put a block diagonal from this one, I would have to do that, right? But sometimes it's out of reach, out of sky, so I would have to place a platform for me to sit on. Now let's see what happens if I place a full wooden block next to the leaf block. It breaks it. Meaning that I cannot be making myself on-the-go platforms that I can take down later on. Speaking of which, my items are still on the floor here, because I just died. Yeah, so, that makes it so that placing these leaves midair is a pain in the butt to do. One really good thing is the fact that once you've already sheared leaves, you can just break them with your fist, and they drop as a full item. And I just learned that the same is true for gravel. Whereas before, if it's naturally generated and you break it, it breaks the entire stack of gravel, but here it just remains as a block. I didn't know that. Now, I wonder if I break it with a tool, does it then crumble into stone? No. I get gravel back. Is that something with this update? Wait, let me grab my pickaxe. Where is my pickaxe even? Alright, I got my pickaxe. I went on top of the tree. I kind of want to jump on this. Oh, there you go. So we now can take it down. So if you break it with a pickaxe, it goes into stone rubble. Now I wonder if I now break it with a pickaxe, it breaks everything. That's good to know that this becomes a stone rubble, but then when you break it with your fists, it becomes the gravel block. So my idea of making quick scaffolding with gravel is kind of broken too, because you basically make gravel at a loss if you do it this way, but then also they don't break immediately like they do when they're generated naturally. So far, this is going to be an undertaking that has taken me way too long. I want to build custom trees. It's something one of the most fun things to do, I find. Like adding custom trees in like a voxel game is something that gives me very much satisfaction. So yeah, I want to see a way that I can either scaffold up or place blocks next to them so I can easily more place leaves. Ultimately, I would love it so that leaves were just walkable. This way, I can walk on top of them and make custom trees. It's nice that you can, like, jump through them and stuff like that. So I don't know what the logistics would be of fixing that. But, yeah, placing them by hand is really difficult to do now. Now that we've done our teleporters, let's look what else we can craft here. There's some... What was this? An ancient gateway. Place this in your base to tear down the barriers and travel to an utter fragments. Work in progress. Is this something we want? And what's this? Fragment of Orbis. Dragon Spire Weld. Place in the ancient gateway to visit a fragment. Oh, so that's how you go to like different like dungeons, I suppose? I don't know to how much of an extent these actually work. I kind of want to look into it. Alright, so let's see. We can create these gateways. Let's see. 30 cobblestone, 10 thorium, 10 life essences, and 10 essence of the void. Sure, why not? Boom, bada bing, bada boom. And then we got just giant slab. Okay. And then we can create 3 of these. So we have the Fragment of Orbis, Dragon Spire, which sounds cool. We got the Dreadwade. Okay, and then we got the Wind Rider Valley. So I feel like this is just like dragons, and this is like I suppose like a variation of the desert, and this is a variation of the ice biome, I suppose. Regardless, I am curious in the dragon one. I know I'm gonna die most likely, but ooh, that cost 30 ice essences of ice. I just realized. Sure thing. I do not want to do this in our spawn. I also should probably craft some other armor before we do any of this. Let's see if you can craft cobalt armor now, because we got cobalt. We can technically craft cobalt armor. My thorium armor is broken. That's why I'm thinking of crafting thorium into cobalt. So might as well do that right now. I don't think we can craft everything just yet. But it is cool to see that we are making progression. Right here. Oh, we can craft it. Why is it darkened out? It looks like it's darkened out and I can't craft it. There you go. And the pans. Boom. Should I craft the shield already as well if I can? Okay, I can. I need more shadow weave scraps. Only 2 though. We were almost there with a full set. That's fine though. We're gonna equip our armor and then show it off very quickly. Let's see how we look. Do we look like a knight? Yes, we do. My beard looks a little weird in the helmet. So for now, we're gonna turn this off and we look like a nice little like armored knight. I love it. Cool. Alright, I quickly slept off tonight. We're going to be placing this little gateway over at our spawn area here. Now that we got the space for it. I do not know where I want to place it just yet, so I'm just going to place it like somewhere around here and just deal with it later. Interact. Need a key fragment. Hold a key fragment and interact with it to unlock the ancient gateway. Okay, then. Yeet. Oh, hello. Ancient Dragonspire Waste. Okay. This feature is under development. Time limit 7 minutes. Wisdom. A mythical beast sleeps here, bound in an eternal slumber. Yeah, that's definitely a dragon, right? There is a frozen forest into which not even the Outlander dares to set foot, no matter how the whispers beckon. Legend about the region's name pile up. Mountains obscuring the sky. Towering trees gazing the clouds, or perhaps the ancient creatures born of element of ice slumbering amongst the peaks. The energies within this fragment have yet to take their internal form, their final form. All of the encounter within, lore, function, form, awaits you in its true shape. Sure thing. Hello? Do I take a screenshot of that? Whoops, my monitor. Alright, here we go. What are we coming across? And I did not prepare besides getting cobalt armor. So, fragments of Orbis, Dragon Spire Weld. Sure, do I want to collect blocks here? What is this? Cobblestone. Okay, that's cobblestone. Are these like prefabbed worlds? These are just ash logs. My render distance is not good enough for this. Where am I supposed to go? I see something up there. Yo, I feel like I'm playing Skyrim for the first time again. I need a better PC in order to run, like, World Gen V2, because if the World Gen V2 is this, you can see there's a clear difference between World Generation, between what we were in and what we are in right now. Moose cow. Moose cows? I'm sorry? I'm sorry. Moose cows? There's like stuff over there. What is this? What are these ice peaks? What's this? Is this gold? Oh god, is the dragon like, is he like protecting gold, the dragon? Alright, we got some skeletons. Oh, hello. There we go. We're regaining some essence of life, which is good. But look at this! The fog is crazy! Well, might as well take all the gold, right? Even if there's a dragon protecting this? The music here is so mysterious, but also cozy at the same time. My apologies if my commentary isn't the greatest when I'm experiencing new things. It's something of my own gripes that I've had ever since I was a kid making YouTube videos till now as a young adult. Am I still a young adult? I actually don't know. But as an adult, I also just kind of stumble over my words when new stuff is happening, and I've been noticing that in my videos too. And I shouldn't be too much of a critic on myself. Because obviously, like, it's my way of Let's Playing, and although I want to improve, you know, there are certain limits to my capabilities. I'm still speaking a foreign language to me, so even though I've been, you know, speaking English for as long as I can remember, there's more gold. I think I was correct, I heard something. There he is. Yeah, these skeletons need to not do anything. I want to take a thumbnail, dude. Oh. I want to take a thumbnail. Okay, these skeletons are coming at me. Come on, buddy. I don't want to wake up the dragon, but I do need to get rid of you if I want to take a screenshot. And the thing is, we cannot make it back here straight away because we don't have enough life essence. Oh, but the guy's here. Look at that. I'm going to try and take a screenshot. Although I know if I get close, I'll probably wake him up. Oh, we got the new icon. Look at him. He's just sleeping. Oh, my time's up. I got it. Oh! Man, that's a butt tease, isn't it? Ah! We got him. Look at that. There he is. Whoops, my scroll button. There he is. Return to the Heart of Orbis with the Forgotten Temple to restore it. Ah. The big old dragon. I suppose you can fight him. Oh, that's giving me the goosebumps. I cannot wait to go back there. I mean, I'm gonna have to grind a little bit for those essences, but that's cool to see that, like, dungeons work that way. I thought there was going to be, like, a way of finding dungeons in the game. Maybe that's also being a part of the game. But the way that they introduced it in Early Access, I do kind of like it. Alright, everyone. We're back here at the top of our tree. I took this issue with the leaves not being collisioned to our Discord, and one of my friends, Arcaniacs, came in with a clutch mod to actually make it so that the leaves are now solid blocks, which makes it, for me, a lot easier to go around and make this tree. I know this is not a vanilla experience, but kind of the whole joy of Hytale is also by modding the game, and I feel like this doesn't necessarily change any core gameplay to it. It doesn't make the game easier, or it doesn't give me more access to loot or something like that. It just gives me the ability to make a tree. And I'm probably going to turn off this mod as soon as I have built this tree. Now, it's going to take me a while. I don't know how far we'll get in today's episode. But what I'll do now is I have only like 2 stacks of leaves left. We're going to be placing these around the branches I've already made. Take a step back and look how our tree is looking once we have no more leaves left. And then we go about and tinker around with the new crafting benches that I haven't made yet. Well, technically I've made them yet. I haven't used them yet. So, let's see how this all looks. Boom, 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 boom. As you can see, I'm just trying to make spherical shapes around my branches that I've made so that it looks fluffy enough that it will all add up to one giant, fluffy, spherical ball of leaves. And I try to, like, not make it fully leaf blocks. I keep, like, air blocks in between as well to make it so that the shape doesn't feel generated or hand-placed too much. Although, it is being placed by hand, and there's probably an algorithm to my randomness. According to math, I should probably be doing some sort of pattern that's recognizable to me, but as far as I know, this is the best strategy I use to make my leaves look most random and mostly feel natural. as close as I can get by hand without having to use brushes and all. Whoop! I'm dead. So I've been collecting leaves for the past couple hours, and I'm telling you, I had to bump up the speed of the shear. So I tried my best to look into how to modify Hytale tools with the asset editor, and I found a quick solution to cancel the animation of the shears, making it so that I can use it a lot faster, which makes gathering leaves for tree building a lot easier. Obviously, I'm not going to abuse it too much, so once the main spawn tree is built, together with the ability to make leaves solid blocks, I will disable those once the tree is done, just to speed this things up, because this was going to take me like 15 episodes in order to finish that, if that was the case. I would drop off my scaffolding like way more than I needed to, and this way I can just, you know, collect leaves quickly, build the tree up the way I want it to, without having to go back and forth too much. And I feel like these are things that don't necessarily break the game for what it is. It's just like a quality of life update, and I'm sure this would get balanced out, let's say, if the main game comes out. But for now, I did get my little brief preview of how easy it is to mod Hytale. Now, what's up with these alchemist workbench? I assume it's just potions, right? So we got these antidotes. What does an antidote do? Cures poison and grants temporary immunity. Okay. Lesser health, we already know that. Lesser stamina as well. Lesser energy. Generate weapon signature energy. Okay. And then we got the greater versions of those as well. Then what are these? Miscellaneous. Potion of dog morphing, frog morphing, pigeon morphing, and mouse morphing. I've heard of these. And actually, on our Discord's multiplayer server, we've done this before. So that's how you make them. Okay, so you need Essence of Alliance and bone fragments. Oh, you need specific ones. So for a frog, you need a water lily. For pigeon, you need daggers. What? And for a mouse, you need cheese. Is there cheese? You can make cheese in this game? And then you can make bombs. Popberry bombs. Wait a minute. So bombs are an actual thing in this game? Wait, hold up. Before I blow up my entire basement. Is there an enemy out here that can... Is there no enemy out here that can... Yes, there's wolves. Okay, let's see. Can I... How do you throw? Okay, like that. What's up, buddy? Take this bomb in the face. Doesn't really do that much damage, but sure. Whoops, where is he? Hello. Alright, the bombs aren't necessarily great, but it's fun to see that they exist. There you go. Alright, interesting indeed. Alright everyone, I just noticed that in the Arcanist table I forgot another tab. Let's see what this is all about. Miscellaneous. Healing totem. Hello? What does a healing totem do? Does that just... Is that like a beacon that just heals you over time? Oh, I kind of want to have that, but we need a lot of potions for that. Then we got the slowing totem, which I assume slows people down. We got a flame crystal staff, which is a two-handed weapon. It consumes eternal essence of fire. It's still a work in progress, but you make it like that. And there is an ice crystal staff too. So there is magic in this game. I kind of wanted to check up on how you could do like mage's stuff, because I've heard there is like mage abilities that you could do, and I don't know how to get into it. I don't know if it's available in exploration, because I know there's like two tabs here next to our W, next to our like offhand. So yeah, these two slots we haven't really done anything with, and I think that might be one of our like mage abilities. So I kind of wanted to look into it, but this like really has my curiosity going, because how do you make those potions? We need to upgrade the table. Can we upgrade this one? No. Huh. We cannot upgrade that table, but we can get this one upgraded to make greater potions. So maybe we should start working towards that way. We need more gold and more silver. I think I have like silver and gold ore that's not melted yet. Let's try and look into it. By the way, in between sections that I'm showing you, like this one, I am working on the tree, but it's taken a good old while to collect leaves. Like, the leaf collection is definitely, like, the slowest part of this thing because the shears are hella slow. So, yeah. What was I looking for again? I was looking for the ore. Yeah, I've got some gold ore and some silver ore, so let's just, like, smelt these things down. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna get rid of this charcoal, put that in, turn it back on. Boom, just like that. Alright, let's see if I can upgrade my workbench, my farmer's workbench. I've also gotten chickens. They should be running around here, I think, and they should be in here now that it's nighttime. I've read up on this, and if you have one of these huts, chickens really do not go far away from them, so let's hope my chickens are still around here. I got 2 of them. I want to start collecting eggs. Alright, let's see. So we have enough now, so we can upgrade our table to tier 7. Okay, so there is not... It wasn't the final update, so we have another one. Potatoes, onions, and goldwood log. I have not come across goldwood log yet, but sure. So we can craft potatoes and onions now, then? Oh, I just noticed as well that I can upgrade my furnace, so it's going to be a lot more efficient as well. So might as well do that, right? Just like that. Oh, we can now smelt 3 things at once. That is actually really good. Might as well get some of our iron going. Not that we need our iron, but might as well smelt it down and we have it. Look how fast our furnace has gotten. Ooh, I like that. I still haven't figured out what we need to do with these like sapphire, emeralds, and diamonds. Like, you cannot smelt them down, but I haven't found crafting materials yet that you make with them. But then again, I also haven't looked into all the furniture that you can do over here, because I've been unlocking some of these as we go along. I think you have to discover them in order to unlock them. There's been more items in here, which is good, but I haven't really looked into how to make all of these things yet. So we should devote an episode on just doing that. Because my house is, you know, because my house is still kind of empty and not decorated. It's been like this for like 3 episodes now. But I do like love this base. I do like how cozy it is and how small it is, but just it's the bare minimum of decoration so far. So I need to kind of do some more with this, you know. Alright, time to have a little check-in moment with our tree. Now, I did notice that previous sections of this episode that I recorded were a little bit messed up in the audio, so my apologies if that's the case. Everything should be fixed right now. I have my audio lanes separated so that my voice comes through the game audio. Having said that, let's take a look at our little broccoli tree. We're midway building it. Gathering leaves, even with the mod to shear leaves faster, is still taking a long while. But I just ended up with my last amount of leaves, and I made a big circle, randomized circle, as you can see, because it's not a perfect circle at all, to signify how wide I want the crown of the tree to be. So that I had an imagination of how big it's going to be, and technically, if I were to stand underneath this top section here, if I look up, it's kind of around the same size as the basic stone flooring that I have around here. So if when you walk underneath here, you're still kind of covered by the tree. That's the kind of feeling I want to create on this like stone floor over here. I might have to pull towards the leaves a little bit more forward and maybe have it curved down a little bit more. But as it is right now, this tree kind of looks like a broccoli. And I'm going to fix it. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it. I fixed it. A couple days went by, and I spent some more time finding leaves and filling up our tree here. And we've come into a point where now it just needs some fine-tuning. When you look at from the bottom, it looks really well filled up with leaves. But as soon as you go to the backside, it needs some fine-tuning. There are still some big holes in there, and I might want to extend it a little bit more outwards. Also, when you look at it from a really far angle, which I'm going to right now, you'll notice that the tree is kind of like a flat mushroom. I want to make it a little bit more oval, a little bit more spherical on the top. So I'm going to be doing that over time, then also make it less horizontal on the bottom. I'm going to have like small circles on the bottom so it feels like it's fluffy on the bottom as well, not just, like I said, a mushroom on top of a tree trunk. But for now, for today, I am running out of time, so I'm going to have to wrap it up here. If you guys have suggestions for things that I need to check out or things that we can do with this build, please let me know. I really am curious to see what we can all do with this. I'm also kind of waiting for the next update to come out because they said that grass spreading would be a thing now. So that would mean that I don't have to replace all these dirt blocks by hand, and I could just have grass grow slowly over time to all the places that I needed to have it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This tree is halfway done. I think somewhere in the next episode, we're going to spend some time trying to shade it a little bit more with like different textured of logs and different textures of leaves to make this a little less flat. Right now, it's just a bunch of green and a bunch of brown. I want to have like some highlights moved into it. As you can see, like the lighting engine in this game already makes this branch darker than, for example, this side of the trunk. So what we're going to be doing is like signify that as well with more lighter beech logs on this side, and then perhaps darker ash logs on the little branches on the side here, just to give you an idea. And then with leaves, we have these like bright yellow and bright green leaves, and we might place them up top there to, again, signify highlights from the sun is reaching on top of the tree to make it look nice. For now, I'm going to leave you guys be. Leave me suggestions of what I should do with the entrance here. I kind of want to keep the spawn building the same, but then also decorate it a little bit so it feels more like in tune with what we built here. I want to keep this room. I definitely want to keep this room because also I've connected it to a cave system that we perhaps can make into our base as well. Anyways, for now, I'm going to leave you guys be. I'm going to continue building this tree a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next one.